paramount in my mind and heart over the last 16 months, and quite frankly, the last 11 years. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare ups of the central nervous system. Such flare ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1 800 344 4867. Once again, 1 800 344 4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. Also, as I did last year, I'll be taking part in the Walk MS 2022 in Media, Pennsylvania on April 23rd. We are raising money for this and the National MS Society through A Venture to a Cure's fundraising page at rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. Once again, rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. Thank you for those who have donated money to this amazing organization or have even gone to the National MS Society to learn more about multiple sclerosis and demyelination. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country who have multiple sclerosis in so many ways, and we appreciate all of you. And on that,
it's time to talk.
good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. And you ever sit here and wonder, boy, if your tongue gets tied at the end of a show or your last show and realize that you said the wrong name, it's going to be something that, there are many different avatars and handles and accounts that will be created because of that. I'll explain that in a second. But I want to say hello to hello to all of you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and now Twitter. And also all of you that are watching on the Venture to a Cure's fundraising page at rebrand.ly/Adventure to a Cure. It was a long episode last night. I got tongue-tied at the end, and because of that, we now have someone who came out of the existence of a very creative mind, and that of Rich Haas, who is looking forward to tonight's show. Good to see you, Rich, over on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We have Brad on YouTube who says, hello all. Welcome to the show, Bradley. Thank you, Bradley. You're welcome, Bradley. Bradley, you're talking to yourself again. We could talk about that later. We got End Trading on YouTube who says, hello, Internet. We got Laura on YouTube who says, hello, happy Friday. And Brad also... Friday. Brad also says, JV, I think what today's show needs is for me to connect and have the camera on my TV to show off Red Dead Redemption. Well, if you can make that work, well, that'd be interesting. And then it's funny. There was a voice in the background who says, we need to talk about your Photoshop skills. And when I hear that voice, it only reminds me of one thing. That would be Matt Haas. Matt Haas, not Rich Haas. Matt Haas.
That's me. Hi, JV.
How are you doing?
I am fabulous. Hope you're well.
Well is a very relative term, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
What does this Fine Friday have in store, or what does a Fine Friday have for you today? Wow, I can't even talk straight.
Well, after the show, I have to archive off all of my video stuff because my external SSD is running out of space. So every now and then I've got to close down Final Cut Pro, back up the whole file somewhere else, and then clear everything off, blah, yada, 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 yada. So I got to do some clerical maintenance-y type work, or else I can't edit. I'm trying to edit. I'm bagging out videos left and right, and my machine's like, you don't have enough room for this. Really?
What?
I try and step up to do things 4K 60, but no, I'm running out of room.
Doesn't work like that.
But anyway, that's what I'm busy. I've got a lot of things going on. What about you? What's happening in your world?
Brad wants to make a gaming stream, so that's fun. It's been a very long week. And I'm looking forward to next week because I have the infusion. So we'll talk about that at the end of today's show, and I'll try to get my name straight this time. And it was one of those weeks where it was just like it dragged. It was a week that dragged for sure. It's spring. The sun is out. Not complaining. Baseball's back. Yankees won today. Very happy about that. And apparently, Brad says the Phillies won today too. So one game down in that ever sort of impossible premise of a 162-0 season. Never happened. To be the first undefeated MLB team in history. Well, I think the Phillies are definitely capable of probably winning more than 81 games. 162, I doubt it. Sammy says, hey, everyone. He's very impressed by the new account in that of Rich Haas, who came out of the Ethernet. The Ethernet, right.
I hope it was a Cat 6 cable.
or a Cat O' Tails cable? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it had happened. Oh, dear God. Oh, my.
My.
Yeah, so that's been my week. I really so Sammy of course has the correction there. The Cat 5, I bet.
Oh, you need to move off that. Cat 5e, now we're talking. Cat 5, be gone, has been banished from the Haas dominion.
Rich Haas says meow. Hey, do what I can. So how if you had to wear your project management hat for a second, I know you have a project management hat, with your Gantt charts and whatnot. Where do you find yourself with Project Studio 2 at right now?
Oh, I am 40%, 42.4% done. Although I did test some other stuff. Let me make an update. Hold
Okay.
on. That's going to change. We are
Uh,
now 47.7% done.
47.7%. Matt, you're not a certified PMP, correct? Or are you?
No, but
Okay.
I could probably take the test by just walking into the testing center, and I could probably ace
And you did stay at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
it. Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, yep. I've moved to the install phase.
Mm-hmm.
I have now purchased everything. I have now obtained everything. All the items have arrived, and I have tested everything. But I couldn't get my final 2 testing videos out because I have a full hard drive. I have to clean that up. So now I'm in the install phase, and now I got a friend inviting me out evening plans tomorrow. So that's probably going to put a damper on my project.
I mean, unless there's 29 hours in a given day, no.
I always think of Dilbert because he had a fun 29 hours in a day type of concept where he was building a scheduling system, and the project had to come in on time, but there were too many tasks to get it all done in time. So his only programming solution was to invent a new month. And he says it's going to be done the 14th of Floppywary.
Floppywary.
I was like, okay, that's what I need. I need a new month added to the calendar that only I can live in, so I can catch up on some things.
The 14th of Floppywary.
Yeah, that was the comment. He's like, yeah.
Of 19 never.
Oh, Sammy says my gear is
Yeah.
looking nice. Thank you.
I didn't mention it, but yeah, there it is. Your gear
This
is looking nice.
black pillar right here, that is hundreds of dollars of worth of cable just sitting on my desk.
How many dollars do you think? $700? $800?
Oh yeah, it is. I know exactly how much I've spent. Now, like, do I include the chair? Like, what do I really include? Do I include just the cables? I was like, it's kind of a hard thing to break down, but
it's yeah, I mean, look, and it was funny as you were acquiring box upon box upon box of this stuff, early this week, last week, and you were saying, well, I got another box of stuff, and you don't know exactly what's in the box.
boy, did it come too, because it was all packed in there. Like, because there was like 4 Amazon purchases, but purchased 3, 4 were just one item. But the first box had 22 items in it, and it came. Someone who was a master at Tetris must have put this thing together because it was heavy. It was there was no room for padding in there. It was like all perfectly together. So I broke my back lifting it up the stairs.
Your brother says you have a hostile out of money.
No, I don't. I'm saving money on this big time. Big time. I have a phase 2 list that has 3 items in it, and those 3 items are more than everything I've spent on just this nonsense.
Yeah. But I understand what you're trying to do with Studio 2. And I like what you're trying to do with Studio 2. I think it is an incredibly good idea. In fact, Studio 2 over here will probably take on the same sort of life, because I think I want to do more of that sort of content. And it's kind of awkward to do that sort of content in my office.
Well, you stream from a laptop, right?
Yes, I do.
See, now you could just take the laptop into another location, and you could be rocking and rolling. I have a desktop, so I have a little separate situation where I'm keeping the desktop. When I say desktop, it's a M1 Mac Mini, but still,
It's a desktop.
it's bolted. It's bolted to the to the shelf that it's on. Anyway.
It requires a rage to get it off, and
Oh, speaking of rage, I had a rage moment. Did you see my video on my Facebook group, my All Things YouTube Facebook group?
why don't you tell the home audience what you're referring to?
I put my 4K television on a television stand that I bought, but I didn't bolt it onto the stand. I just sort of propped it on there. And the television had the little feet on the bottom because I thought I was just going to use the feet. I'm put it on a stand. You got to take the feet off. So I propped the television on the stand, and then I got the screwdriver, and I was unscrewing from the bottom to take the little feet off. And as you screw, like the pressure pushes up. And so the whole thing fell off and it fell. I dropped the TV on there.
That's what you broke. Okay. I got it.
So I dropped a 4K television on the ground. I was like, oh.
I mean, be thankful you didn't break a TV trying to sell a Wii. So, have you ever saw the video of the guy who was demonstrating the Nintendo Wii?
He let go of
right smacked into the television.
Right. So if anyone wants a good laugh, there's a 10-second video on my Facebook group. Where's my Facebook group?
Brad moved the Venture Forward, by the way, channel up to the top of the Discord. There it is, groups/all things YouTube.
The TV's perfectly fine. Like, nothing's wrong with the TV. I think because it was carpet, it kind of landed on the carpet. And a TV is nowadays a pretty simple item. Like, it's not a complex piece of machinery. It's just a circuit board and an LCD panel and a couple other little gizmos.
Stuart calls you Butterfinger Haas.
Well, I mean, hey. So
I do like Butterfinger. It's a tasty candy bar, I would say.
The Butterfingers always get joy and happiness when I hand them out for Halloween, because I always go to do the full-size candy bar. Like, I'm the guy that does the full-size candy bars. But those wrappers are yellow and they're very visible. Like, you can give someone a full-size Hershey bar and they're like, meh. But if they see a full-size Butterfinger, nice, bright yellow, they're like, oh. Anyway.
Your brother, Rich, has a good question. Is that our other brother in that of Butterfinger Haas?
He's the twice removed cousin.
Angie, how are you doing over on YouTube? She reminds us, so does Bart Simpson, loving the Butterfinger. And she says, what up?
What up?
And Brad's reminding us, you better not lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Not a sponsor. I still say I'm a big fan of Goldenberg's peanut chews. That is probably my favorite candy bar. As we go down that rabbit hole for a second, I do appreciate them.
I'm a dark chocolate. Didn't used to be dark chocolate, but since my diet, I can barely eat milk chocolate, and I love the gummy candies. I do like the Jolly Ranchers, but I love the Juji fruits.
Juji fruits.
Because you eat them, and then when you're done eating the first one, a little bit of it sticks to your tooth. So you need to eat the second one to unstick the first one.
And your dentist love it.
Oh, that reminds me. I should do another, because on my Awesome Fun Things, I have a playlist called Outrageous Stories. I just thought of an outrageous story. Do you want the Cliff Notes?
Yes. As we bring up Enda's quick comment, do you guys do the whole chocolate Easter eggs for Easter, or I guess
that's the only way to fly, brother.
Exactly. And Brad says he's eating a Scooter Crunch Bar. Sent you a pic to your messenger if you don't know what I'm talking about, JB. Well, if I had a way of bringing that up over there, I would.
Okay. So when I was a child, I had my wisdom teeth out at about that age. I forget when it was, 14, something like that. Yeah. And the doctor told me what I can and can't eat. Well, me being a teenager thinking I know everything, I'm going to eat whatever I want. So I ate Mexican hats, those gummy red Mexican hat candies, and they were delicious because like I said, I love the gummy candy type items. And a couple days later, I started to get a lot of pain. So I booked an appointment and I went to go see him. And he's fishing around with the little spiky thing in the hole where my tooth was. And he pulls out this thing. Now, my mouth is all fixed open. I can't talk because they wedge it open. And he pulls out this little spiky thing. And on the end of it looks like a red piece of rice.
Red piece of rice.
It was a piece of gummy candy in the exact cylinder shape of the hole where my tooth used to be. And he says, "What the F is that?"
Exactly.
I'm like, "It's a Mexican hat." And he takes I told you not to eat that stuff. And like the one little tip of it was black where it was like sticking out, where like access to the air, like it started to get all nasty. But in the bottom of the hole, it was bright yellow. I mean, bright red, like a Mexican hat. Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Sammy's like, "What?" And he says, "Oh no." Rich Haas says, "I remember that story so well." And then apparently there's a John Vibes now. Hey everyone.
What? John Vibes? Oh, I want to go to the channel and get a closer look at the icon. Did you notice? Hey, a special YouTube announcement. Everyone, if you click the triple dot next to a comment, you can now go to channel. YouTube restored that feature. John Vibes. I'm looking at the icon. I love it. I love it.
Oh, man.
Laura, have a good day at work.
Have a great day at work, Laura. Take care of yourself. Glad you jumped on tonight. John Vibes. I mean...
Oh, I got to do lawn work, too. I hear a lawnmower outside. I haven't started anything yet. I got to cut the grass. I got to put the fertilizer down. I need to do some landscaping. I need 3 weekends in a row.
Sammy's saying go to channels only for mods.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll take whatever they give me. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. I just noticed that on my ticker I don't have the address for my Twitter, so I gotta update the ticker to have the Twitter site on the bottom.
You got to tweet.
You got to tweet. You got the Facebook. You got the YouTube.
Twitter
and I got
has
the
a
Twitch.
New board member. Did you hear the corporate news?
Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell everybody?
Yeah. Well, let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, do your homework. Ingy's asking, who is making these people?
Making these people? They're regular people that are out there that just happen to have similar names.
That's right. John Vibes, Rich Haas.
That's the Ingy, you never really know. There's an account out there that's called Boycott Matt Haas. I made it my moderator.
Great content. I'm a big fan.
I live on the edge. No, I know who did that, who made that. It was the guy who asked me to deliver a tool to another friend who lives one state away from me. This guy lives in Georgia. He's like, "Matt, give this tool to this other guy." I'm like, okay, I should be able to see him in a couple weeks. 504 days later, I deliver the tool. I was like, heck. If you need a 504-day delivery service, I'm your man.
Brad mentioned the Scooter Crunch Bar before. Let me quickly get that on camera real quick.
I thought you couldn't pull it up. Okay.
Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I can. There it is. That's a Scooter Crunch Bar, yeah.
Is that like one of those yeah. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I love those things. I don't think they fit my diet nowadays.
Probably me neither, but that's a Scooter Crunch bar.
Well, I'll have one. Lay it on me.
Brad says, tidbit for you. The 3 dots are called a kebab. The 3 lines are called a hamburger.
A kebab, right. I knew about the hamburger menu. The kebab, I like that.
Rich Vibes is having a moment. This is not funny, guys. Roar. Brad says, it's a strawberry shortcake ice cream bar, but the ones we had in school were called Scooter Crunch. So
interesting.
Yeah. Get that back
I'm a big strawberry fan. Yeah, I get milkshakes. I get strawberry. Like, what are you, 12, Matt? I'm like, F off. I'm going to drink whatever.
F off. I'll eat it the way I want to.
That's right.
You're not the boss of me.
I don't give a flip.
I don't give a flip. And you're flipping flip. You mother flipper.
Flying flip.
That's right. Mother flipper sounds a lot less harsh than, say, mother trucker. See? Because it's the guttural CKER at the end. It's like, oh my God, he said it. No, I said trucker. Like, Right. Sammy just had some ice cream. So there you go. Yep. And then April joining us on YouTube says that's a strawberry crunch bar. Tasty. Also makes a delicious cheesecake. April? Indeed.
Get in my belly.
Yes. Yes, indeed. If there's anyone that knows what makes a really great cheesecake, that would be April. So, April, thank you for jumping on this evening, for sure.
I want a cheesecake. April, can you make me a cheesecake, please?
Do you want to go solo for a second and make a plea on this?
I think I've got the point across.
Okay.
I hope I did.
I could put music on in the back. No, that
one. You're really ramping up the production of the show here, aren't you, Jamie?
Rich says, neither do I. Give a flip that is. I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah. That's the only way to fly. Try and do what you want. Ignore the haters.
Ignore the haters. And April says, of course, what's your favorite?
Straight up cheesecake. I'll take it.
You don't want any specific kind of flavor? Just a straight up cheesecake?
Nothing fancy. Lay it on me.
All right. She does a great she does many great kinds of cheesecake. I mean, basically there are a lot of different options. But of course, you just want straight up cheesecake.
What are some options? Let me hear the options.
April, if you don't mind letting us know in the comments of the incredible cheesecakes you come up with. Sammy goes, wow.
Yeah.
And Stuart's laughing.
Hey. Cheesecakes makes people happy and makes people laugh.
That's right.
Banana pudding cheesecake.
Yep. Banana pudding cheesecake, which I can honestly attest is amazing. It is amazing.
You've had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
There's also the pumpkin cheesecake. Literally incredible too.
I think I would lean more towards the banana pudding over pumpkin, but they both sound delicious.
Sammy says, love cheesecake tonight. Oh, there you go. I mean, we're talking about cheesecake.
You know what? Brad's comment there about Dippin' Dots.
Yep.
There was a big party in Georgia I went to, and the people were trying to source the materials to make their own Dippin' Dots, and they almost pulled it off. I think if they would have started their research a day earlier, they would have been able to get the logistics down where they could have all the stuff. That's pretty hardcore stuff.
April says cookies and cream, chocolate peanut butter. The possibilities are endless. April, if you don't mind, can you type your website or your Facebook page into the chat, and we could put it up there, and we could plug your business, because you have an incredible.
It won't show up. She's not a mod.
That's right. She's not.
Just leave off the top level domain.
Yeah.
Like if it's matthaas.com, just put Matt Haas.
Yeah, just don't put the .com at the end.
Yeah. That's the YouTube system.
YouTube system is a tricky system. It does what it does.
Oh, speaking of YouTube,
Hmm.
my son told me Susan Wojcicki, who is the CEO of YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
was just interviewed on a YouTuber's channel. And I'm going to have to go look that up, see what she said.
I'm
She
gonna see
does
if I
not
can
often do
actually
interviews.
go to her page. So the
Mama
name of
April's Sweet
yep,
Bits.
that's it. And now I'm gonna try to actually go to our page right now and show you it.
Trying to pull it up too. Sweet. I presume it's .com. No, that's not working.
No, it's a Facebook page. It's not a .com.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back over here, and there it is.
Okie dokie.
So she does wreaths as well, but she does some really great stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
$15. You're selling yourself short.
For the wreaths?
You get at least 30.
Yeah. And then she was selling Easter egg baskets, or Easter egg trees, rather, for Easter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you want to take a look at April stuff, it's Mama April's Sweet Bits over on Facebook. Incredibly good stuff. Incredibly talented. I definitely recommend.
Rich Haas wants to know how his nephew is doing. It's doing good. It's doing real good. I found out I'm going to dog sit one of these days for my son when he has a trip to Florida. And I said, we're going to love your dog up so much, you might not want to go back home with you.
April says, thank you. April, you're welcome. Much love, of course. Brad says they mixed whipping cream, half and half strawberries into a food processor and dipped the mixture into liquid nitrogen. And that was it. Dippin' Dots after drained.
Nice.
Nice.
I can dig it.
You know, it was funny because for Candyland back in November, December, I enjoyed the Dippin' Dots even though it was cold, and they had it available.
It's all good. No wrong time to eat ice cream. Just like there's no wrong time to drink hot chocolate and hot coffee. I had hot coffee on the beach. Sweltering sun. Sucking it down, baby. I was just fine.
Brad said, copy it at the specific time, JV. If you're able to load it for everyone, this is it happening. Where are you talking, Brad? And there's Grandpa Haas. How you doing? Old Grandpa Rich Haas. Sammy just posted a YouTube short. This is his first 7-second video. Okay.
You can catch my 10-second video on All Things YouTube Facebook group of me dropping a very expensive television.
Let me try to get that up for a second.
Oh no, you're not gonna put that.
Yeah, why not?
Oh dear.
Well, you asked for it. Unless you don't want me to, then I won't.
You can do it. It might have copyrighted music in it. You might just want to do the visual only.
Oh, there
again,
it is.
It's less than 7 seconds, so it might be okay.
Was it playing in the background, the music?
I don't hear it.
Okay, then go back over here. Go over here, over there, and go rewind and watch the...
Oh, the audio did come through. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I did not hear it earlier, but
no worries.
Hey, that TV stand came with 0 instructions. And the materials kit that came with it, with the bolts and screws and things like that, must have been from a different unit because I had all these extra parts. It was quite the headache to put together.
Sammy thinks he has the same TV stand.
Yeah, maybe, but I finally got that figured out. But should have known better.
Should have known better. Aye.
And I'm the guy that hangs every TV for all my extended family. Because if people need something hung on the wall, like a television or something like that, well, Matt knows how to do it. Okay, come over with my tools. I got it down too. And I drive them right into the studs too. If they're on the wall, like I get the stud finder out, I'd sink those bad boys in there. They're not coming. This thing, you could do chin-ups on it. You would pull down the house before that TV would fall off.
Rich says, if I didn't teach you anything, brother.
Rich is a wise mentor.
wise mentor, that Rich Haas. Sammy asks, how do you like the Mastering Your Interviews shirt?
It is super soft.
Is it moisture wicking?
It is.
There you go.
Is. And it brightens up my disposition, and I think it makes me a little better looking as well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Not quite sure how it does that. But
you went from stud to GQ cover, like that.
How you doing?
How you doing over there?
That is a good color for my set. I experimented. Like, it probably doesn't surprise you. I'm pretty crazy about this type of stuff. I experimented with different color shirts on my setup here, and the cool colors work the best. And Sammy's shirt is like a aqua blue. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Ingy is asking the question, who's making a trip in all likelihood this weekend to Costco?
Well, see, here's what I have planned. I might go to Costco, buy some non-cold items, go to Hershey Park. Then I'm going to go to Hershey Park, which is 10 minutes away, eat for free because I bought the meal plan. Not for free, but I eat my prepaid for food, and then go to the hockey game.
And then go home. You got your whole Saturday. That's Saturday, right? You got your whole Saturday all figured out.
That's just in the evening. In the morning, I gotta treat my lawn. I gotta do some lawn maintenance, and then I gotta run cables up the attic, and then I gotta do all this. So, I think I'm gonna wake up at the crack of dawn and just go nonstop until I fall over into the bed.
That's right. Stuart says, "Did you get your new pant yet, Matt?" 10 points for someone who isolates that.
I'm actually wearing pants today, and they fit me. Although I do need to buy a new belt.
A new belt.
However, I do have a leather belt kit that I bought off of a YouTuber that I really liked. But you've got to literally assemble it yourself. I've never assembled it. But it's solid leather belt. It's not like a belt that has like the leather outer cover. Like, it's full leather. I'm like, if I had time.
Ingy noticed you losing weight, Haas?
Yes, I am. 23. I got down to 24 and then went back to 23. I gained a little bit back, but I'm holding
no worries, man.
Steady. Holding steady. So for 12 months, I've lost almost 2 pounds per month on average.
Do you think I'll be safe showing something from Tasty? Yeah, I won't run into any sort of copyright problem. Yeah. Let me cut over there real quick and I'll show it.
You could get crazy with your bad self.
All right, fine. I'm going to do that. It's being done. There it is.
Condensed milk, 7 ounces. Bananas.
BANANAS.
Oh, right. Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, snap.
With real bananas.
With real bananas. Holy
Ananas.
cow. That's right. Bananas. Damn. I'll go back to my 2 panel here as I trying to find a thing. Hold on. I'll go over here.
Oh, there's too many Haases in the chat.
Too many Haases.
People are having conversation with other Haases and
way too many Haases.
Yeah.
And you got all the Haases talking to each other and everything. Rich Haas. We got Jamie. How you doing, Jamie? Over on YouTube?
Jamie popped in. Hi, Jamie.
Jamie, not related to either Vibes or Haas.
That's right.
There you go.
That is a true statement.
True. It's very true. Dippin' Dots. I do enjoy the Dippin' Dots for sure.
Yeah.
Not
my favorite, but I'll take them.
Haas family reunion up in here. Up in here.
Up in here.
Up in here. Right. Marilyn says hi to Miss Rose with the wave and the purple heart. And if there was a wave in the purple heart to me before, well, there's a wave and a blue heart right back at you, Marilyn. And Jamie's enjoying the Dippin' Dots conversation. She's just coming home from work right now. A couple of quick announcements. We have a live open eCam here if you want to join us. There's the link up there. guest.ecam.live/8CE46FF8D. Why I haven't created a rebrand site for that yet? That's a good question. But there it is. It's up there. Oh, man. And then
you got to give people a challenge in order to get in here.
Of course.
What I mean? Can't make it too easy.
And then they ask you for a 19-character phrase. It's part of the cipher. But once you get through, though, it's easy as that.
And you need the public key and the private key.
That's
and
right. That's right. And then also, if you like what you're watching, I'll just throw a like, comment, subscribe. And also, you could buy me a coffee. And you can do that at buymeacoffee.com/ventureforward. Again, buymeacoffee.com/ventureforward. Marilyn with the 4 purple hearts. Stuart now confused. Rich Haas is Matt Haas's brother? Well, maybe. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. We don't know. And then we got a warning for everyone from Brad. He says, use gloves and goggles when using liquid nitrogen and make sure the room you're in is ventilated. 9 out of 10 deaths from liquid nitrogen is caused by suffocation. Yeah. The more you know. Ingy has to go pick up a kid later. Ingy, good seeing you this afternoon. Hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon.
Toodles. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Marcus says the coffee alert doesn't work.
Oh, he bought you a coffee. Do you not have the overlay active? I see it.
It's right there. Down there. It's right there. It's not doing it. What the heck? What the heck's going on here?
Maybe give it a minute.
Yeah, give it a minute.
Who knows? The interwebs are slow tonight.
And Marilyn bought me a coffee. Thank you, Marilyn. There's now let me see what's going on. Let's see if that. Now I'm going to have to do a little homework here to see what happens.
John's going to have to log into the back end.
Yeah, I'm going to have to log into the Batcave. Or Gmail. Either or. But nevertheless.
I shut down some AWS assets today.
Oh, no.
Well, it's a good thing. I'm kind of moving into something else. And I noticed they keep charging you until you delete the stuff. And then you delete the stuff and there's a few more charges. Oh, my snapshots are taking up 18 cents worth of space a month. And then I have a reserved IP address that's not attached to an instance. That costs $3 a month. Anyway.
Marcus thinks maybe he bought someone else a coffee. And I'm looking over at my ventureforward at gmail.com email, and I haven't seen any sort of thing about it. So I think you might have very well bought someone else a coffee.
Okay. Well,
Which, if that's the case, they're gonna be very happy, and they're gonna be very, very happy for that. But no, that's and let me, and one more thing as I do some live. I feel like I should have like 5 cameras going on here with a camera that's moving all over the place.
oh,
I see, yeah, David. Uh,
multiple cameras get very. It's exponentially more difficult the more cameras you have. You think, oh, 2 cameras will just be twice as complicated as 1 camera. No, it's 2.2%, 2.2 times more complicated.
2.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the page is up and running. Rich says he thinks he might have bought John Vibes a coffee. Yeah.
John Vibes has a brand new YouTube channel already getting coffees with zero content. Boy, doesn't happen often. There was a YouTuber that got a silver play button for a YouTube channel that has 0 videos. Could you believe?
Jamie says, "Hey, now I will not be talking trash about the legend JV or apparently my cousin, Rich Venturini." Go figure. There's Rich Venturini's on. Marilyn, I have not seen your coffee yet either. If it's the coffee you sent today, I thank you for coffees in the past. You have provided me coffees in the past, and I'm very, very thankful for your coffees. But I haven't seen a coffee if there has been a coffee sent today. You know what? Let me check my other Gmail just to make sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, there. Like I said, the internet could be all clogged up. I remember what was his name? Ted Stevens, the former senator from Alaska.
Mm.
Do you remember his infinite speech on the Senate floor about the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This guy, think of a very old guy. Like he was like moments away from the grave. And he was the head of the communications committee, a subcommittee, like the internet. And it was this guy. And he says, the internet. He says, companies like Netflix, they're not using the postal service. They're not using these other services. They're dumping huge amounts of video on the internet. It's all clogged up. He says, the internet's not a truck. It's a series of tubes. The tubes are getting clogged. And then he said, I swear to God, he said this. This is preserved on record, on the Senate record. He says,
thank you, Marcus. By the way, he posted it. www.buymeacoffee.com/ventureforward, and you have to use the HTTPS, a secure HTTP, to connect over.
All right, good deal.
And Marilyn says, yes, it went through on my end. So I don't know what the heck's going on here.
The person in charge of government oversight over the internet said this on the Senate floor. He says, my assistant sent me the internet last Wednesday. I didn't get it till Friday.
Coffees are showing up over there.
Sent him the internet last Wednesday, and since it was so clogged up, he didn't get it till Friday.
Let me shut the widget and open the widget and see if it pops up that way. Hang on, just bear with me for 1 second.
Did your assistant ever send you the internet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it take 2 days to arrive?
Two whole days. Yeah. So I just restarted the widget. This is really bothering. I said 2 people sent me coffee, and I haven't seen anything.
I invented the internet, Al Gore. I know, right?
Hang on 1 second.
The internet.
The internet.
The interwebs.
The interwebs. The www.
What do they call it? The high speed, what do they call it? The information superhighway.
Information superhighway. That's right.
And the AOL disc.
Okay. Yes, there have been 2. Okay, there have been 2 coffees sent. Marcus, thank you for the 3 coffees that was sent. Wow, 41. What's going on with the widget? Marcus sent me 3 coffees 41 minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. And then someone sent me a coffee 18 minutes ago. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the coffee. Sorry that the widget's not doing anything. Sorry it's not even popping up in my emails. But when I actually log into Buy Me a Coffee, I see it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, we're confusing Rich Vibes now. So,
well, Rich Vibes, Matt, I'm not sure if you realize this, but Rich Vibes has always been confused. and you know, the thing is, he great guy, but confused. It's okay.
If you need some things explained, Rich, you know, I am the advice guy.
He is the advice guy.
I have a playlist on awesome fun things called The Advice Guy.
He is the advice guy.
It's my attempt at humor, and I do a pretty almost mediocre job at humor. Almost mediocre.
Marcus just gave me another coffee 42 seconds ago. Nothing from the widget. Nothing from the widget, but thank you for the other coffee. Thank you, Marcus, for the coffees that you sent me this evening. Muchly appreciated.
Oh, Rich Rose, John Vibes, and Rich Haas.
That's right. That's yeah. And then Brad is, you know, basically putting his cash tag in the chat, but I'm not gonna put it up there. You could probably see it in the live chat if you want. $75 a cup for coffee. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Marilyn says, use the link in the drop down, JV. That was me. Thank you. 3 blue hearts back at you, Marilyn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Muchly appreciated. I appreciate all of you.
I hurt my back sneezing.
Okay. So you mentioned before that you hurt your back before we went on air, and now you hurt your back sneezing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the chiropractor yet? Or
I think I'm going to have to go to Hershey Park and get on a roller coaster and have it shook into place.
That's one way. That's a Hershey chiropractor. Yeah, they put you on the roller coaster, and then they let gravity take it and they snap it right back into place. It's fantastic.
Or I could win so many prizes at Whack-A-Mole. I could lug a big bag over my shoulder, and maybe it'll like compress the spine to where it needs to be.
Just make sure it's the other arm.
Okay.
Use the other arm, and then it balances it, and then you're good. You're absolutely fine. I don't know why the widget isn't working.
I don't think you're going to solve it while you're live. So.
Oh, now that sounds like a challenge. You're challenging me. Aye, it's right.
What I would do is I would go to Buy Me a Coffee, have it regenerate the URL, make a new widget in Ecamm, and then enable the new widget. And that's probably the way I would solve it. But that's a lot of... Do they kiss
about
it? They chocolate kiss it.
Oh, no. Now I'm getting demonetized for that. Yeah, you could draw as many derivatives on that comment as you possibly can.
To get to the park, there is a highway you have to drive on.
Oh,
and it is in Hershey. And you have to go up.
Oh, come on! Stern says no work this weekend. Rest your back, Mr. Haas, and rest your mouth. Jamie says he. Oh man. The highway and then then kisses it. Yeah. And Brad is just shaking his head. If you have Brad shaking his head, that should tell you something. So, do we let everybody know the secret yet for Thursday or yeah?
Yes, let's pitch it.
All right. So
Get some hype going.
yeah, let's get some hype.
All right, everyone, are you sitting down? There's a big announcement coming your way.
Big announcement. Huge announcement. So next week, as you know, Tuesday, we're going to talk about my next infusion of O Service on Tuesday night, as well as the 2 years not gambling. It's going to be a very great show Tuesday night. Thursday, I actually go for the O Service infusion, but there's still going to be a show on Thursday.
You're not going to be able to do a show? How is that possible, JV?
I was trying to clone myself back. The equipment is stuck in Amazon somewhere, and I don't think
supply chain.
Yeah, supply chain. So there will be a guest host Thursday night for the Venture Forward, which will be funny enough, and I alluded to this earlier. Episode 4.20. Take that for what you will for a second. But special guest host Thursday night, someone that you know, someone that you love, will be guest hosting the show Thursday night, and then we'll be doing VF Talks again next Friday. Rich is taking a guess and saying, John vibes, incorrect. Sorry. No, it's not. And then Jamie's taking a guess and saying Matt is the secret. Matt, are you the secret?
To life itself?
I thought the secret was 42.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah. And Jamie, yeah, Matt will be your co-host on Thursday, or the guest host on Thursday night. Have you thought about what you're talking about on Thursday?
I have thought about a topic for the Venture Forward show. Not VF Talks on Friday. We're talking the Thursday on the Venture Forward proper, folks. I'm getting a promotion.
That's promoted.
I want double my pay.
Yes.
And how much is 0 times 2?
I'm gonna have to work it out on paper.
Still 0. Okay.
Still 0.
Okay. My topic I have picked out for your show on your premium Thursday show, not this Friday show, the
Thursday,
the gold standard show.
The gold standard.
It's going to be how to stop giving a flying flip.
There you go. How to stop giving a flying flip.
That is the topic next Thursday. Hosted by me, Matt Haas, not my brother Rich.
Yeah, Matt Haas. The genuine article, Matt Haas. Yeah. How to stop giving a flying flip.
I will just say now, and I will say during the show, that the views expressed on that episode are not reflective of John Ventrini himself. They are solely my views.
But then they are the views and opinions of Rich Vibes. We're going to just shift all the blame on him.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
He's confused anyway. So.
Yeah, he is. So he isn't. Yeah. Don't know.
So if you want to unlock the secret of not giving a flying flip, that is the show you will want to check out.
Thursday nights is the episode you're going to watch. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, here on the Venture Forward. How not to give a flying flip. And I think, we were talking about this when first I came up with the crazy idea. We should have a show, but I don't feel like I'm going to be up for it Thursday night, infusion and all. And given what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks about, self-care, and we did internal family systems last night, we have to become better at not being so pressed in our thoughts and thinking. When our gears keep on spinning and spinning and spinning, we can lose control. So I suspect that the talk that you will give on Thursday night has something to do with that. And I'm looking forward to that for sure. Brad says he should show up. That might just break the internet. Brad, what we're doing tonight, Matt. Matt says, same thing we do every night, Bradley. Try to take over the world.
Pinky in the brain.
Brad just admitting that Brad is Pinky. That's what just happened there. Matt, obviously you're the brain. Brad's Pinky.
Paul Burke popped in the chat. Hi, Paul Burke.
Did pop up in the chat. If you have a second, Paul, then there's the link if you want to join us. I mean,
I'll probably be jumping off here soon, but yeah, let's go if you can.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Do it. Let's see.
I'm really looking forward to the show. I am going to deliver awesome content for you, my friend. It's going to be one for the books.
For your Emmy consideration. We're going to win. We're going to win a Peabody Award. That's what's going to happen.
I'm not taking it lightly. I know I kind of, have a fun little title and it sounds kind of, fun to say, but it's going to be good stuff. I guarantee it.
Pinky says you're definitely the brains of the operation. There you go.
Yeah. Well, my foolproof business plan. Step 1, gather underpants. Step 2, I forget step 2. Step 3, profit.
That's right.
You take that to the bank.
Underpants, forget, profit. Simple as that.
I just got to remember what step 2 was, but it has something to do with collecting underpants.
Marilyn says she doesn't give a flying flip now, but maybe you can teach her something. LOL, 3 purple hearts.
We should look at memes too, because I like that one meme. It says, "Cast your eyes on my field of flips, and thou shalt see that it is barren." I love that meme.
And of course, talking about how much of an old soul I am, when you mentioned that title, the first thing I did, I sent you a picture of Flip Wilson. Oh, these 70s references, John, and 60s and 80s. What are we going to do with you? The millennials not going to understand that. The Gen Zs are not going to understand it. Well, I get it. Matt gets it.
I saw a funny Gen X meme the other day, because Gen X is what I am. I mean, the boomers are the gray-haired fogies, and then there's me. Anyway, it said, "I believe every Gen Xer read a Stephen King novel, and that is why they are the way they are today." I was like, my reply to that was the Saturday Night Live meme where the guy's going, "Accurate." Did you ever see that meme? It's accurate.
The other thing I realize is that this world needs more. Speaking of SNL, it needs more Stefan. I think I think we need more Stefan sketches on SNL. I know.
Yeah.
So definitely been removed from the show for a long time, but every time he guest hosts that show, it's so funny.
Yeah.
And then usually can get John Mulaney to do the show as well, and guess who's writing the sketch? So there you go.
Yeah, you should get hired on the SNL staff and be a writer.
Brad says it needs more cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Gotta have more cowbell.
I have a Stephen King poster right there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's there.
Matt, if you're wondering what you need to do with that second studio, just remember, you gotta explore the space. Explore the space.
I should put my cowbell artwork up there. Did you see the artwork I did? Yeah. Yeah, it's Christopher Walken I did on the scroll saw, and it says more cowbell. John, I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell.
More cowbell. Rich Haas says, it literally.
This is the channel for cowbells right here. Brenda G's Designs, folks.
Brenda's crafty. Be like Brenda. Brenda G's Designs.
I talked to her today.
How's she doing?
She's doing good. She has her good days and bad days. She's going through a lot, but the way she says it, like, there's nothing wrong with my mind, and my mind is going a mile a minute. And boy, she's in rare form, because if you think I don't give a flip, in her position, she tells me how she carries on with the staff. Like, she goes get tests done, and she's carrying on with the nurses and the aides and stuff like that, and flirting. It's so inappropriate. She doesn't care.
Brad says, "Wait, can you make Matt full screen? And Matt, can you put that dragon pic back up so I can screen grab it, please, sir?" And I'll do that. Hang on a second. I'll Gotta go solo. There you go. Brenda G's Designs. Brendy's crafty. Be like Brenda.
Try and get the shadows out. There you go.
There you go.
Hope you got it. If not, rewind.
Fablam.
Flablamo.
Is that the phrase you use? Fablam.
I kind of make them up as I go.
We gotta get legal work on it and copyright that for it.
Yeah.
We got these Fablam bumper stickers. Where did this come from? Oh, Matt. That came from Matt.
Wow, how many times you going live today? Is that question to me? Tech troublemaker?
Yeah, that's the tech troublemaker. Wow, how many times you're going live today? At least 19 more.
I didn't do my 30-day challenge yet. I still need to do that. So I'll do the 30-day challenge after this. Here, I did Super Terrific Awesome Show. I did my What's Going On with Matt Haas show in the morning. That's 4. And I published an edited video. Does that count?
We'll count it. It's 5.
And I did some sort of other promotion. Go in my history log and see what else I did. I did something.
Jamie reminds us to be kind. Rewind.
Blockbuster video.
And Rich Haas says, wapa.
I saw that sketch where they're like, this is a walking museum where you experience it, and the museum is a Blockbuster. And they had people on staff that were pretending to be Blockbusters. Because, go ahead, go up to the counter and just interact. He says, I'm sorry, sir, we do not have that in stock. But if you come back tomorrow or maybe the next day, we might have that video back. And they're just completely bewildered because it's a streaming world. They're like, how can it be out of stock? And they're all, it was like a fun play on, and it was just 10 years ago that we had Blockbuster. I was like, see, that's the type of humor that I could write. That dry humor where something hilarious is being said or done, but the people are dead serious, but it's funny as hell. Like, that's what I think I'm good at. Anyway.
You know what? The funny thing is you actually are good at it.
Well, I don't know. Humor is not easy. Being a comedian, because here's the thing. You got to nail it or you don't. Like, there's no in between.
Right.
When you're delivering comedy out there.
And what kills for one audience may not kill for all audiences. That's why you have to keep on testing your material and trying it over and over and over again.
It's a slog to kind of get through it. Here's a concept I had on one of my older videos on awesome fun things. It was again, dry humor. The whole point was how to get 4,000 watch hours quickly. And the premise was you spend all your time and energy making a 1-hour video, make it perfect, make it engaging, no shortcuts, really script it out and build it. And then you do that 3,999 more times. And then you put them all in a playlist, and then you get your friend to log in with their account and watch each video once from top to bottom. Then you have your 4,000 watch hours. Like, see, that was the shtick. But when I delivered it, it was complete. I was dead serious. And then you're like, really? I don't think it worked.
You're pulling out your TI-82 and you're trying to calculate that. And you see,
like, it's just that easy. Just one playlist I only have to watch one time. That's got to be so simple. Anyway, see, in my mind it's funny, but when you actually deliver it, it's. Oh, we have a comedian in here. We've got.
Well, we got
Paul Burke. Like he's saying, Matt, no, you never make it. You never make it.
Paul's a very, very funny guy.
I know he is, but that's not easy to do. It's not easy.
But the thing about Paul is he has a really good track record of getting people to do improv and actually getting really funny material out of them. So Paul knows funny, but Paul also knows how to get funny out of people.
That's another skill that's difficult to learn. Yeah.
It's Haas, Jamie. Haas. Rich Haas.
Yeah. AAS.
That's right.
Ha 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 ha.
Sorry, she'll get that right one day. Ha ha ha. So that's a quadruple ha with the
Although
seven, eight S's at the end.
if you go to matthaus.com misspelled with the 2 S's, you'll get a snarky little website because I bought the misspelling of my URL, and it took me a decade after fighting the other Matt Haas that had it and eventually abandoned it. I swooped it up. And the jerk would only do it for 1 year. Like you can reserve a domain name for 5 years if you want. Like that's what normal people do. Every year he would, and it would say 20 days till it's expired. Okay, I might get it. 10 days, 9. Oh, he renewed it. Damn it! Another year. I did that for 10 years.
10 years. God. It's amazing how people could be petty over something like that too. Especially if he's not doing anything with it. He's just, I just want to hold on to it.
He wasn't towards the end. And I got a hold of that guy. I sent him messages. I sent him, I was like, dude, please, I want to buy it. Not a word.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he got all my messages. And then after I got it, he says, hey, I used to have that. I'm like, oh, really?
Funny how the tables have turned here and the tides have changed.
And I spent money. I hired people to snipe that for me. You can hire people to get you that stuff using their, and I was like, so you could have been nice and sold it to me for a nice profit, but you made me go through these hoops, and I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars to try and get finally.
For pennies on the dollar. It turns it tabled.
And I was going to sell it back to him. I was like, all right, I'll sell it back to you. I'm like, what? Yeah, I was like,
Thank you, Jamie.
And then he says, I don't have any money to give you. I want you to give it to me for free since you're not doing anything with it. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything with it? It might be a fun, snarky little site, but people actually type my name in wrong, and it does forward. I'm like, that is serving a business function, good sir. It's like, no, you're not getting it for free. Anyway, some things in this world you just can't have. It doesn't matter. If you have a domain name, you can't take it from someone.
Right.
Not very easily. I mean, it's like I wanted it, but I couldn't have it. And I couldn't have it for year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then finally it came up for auction, and I finally won the auction. Actually, my first time I went to auction, I lost the auction, and it went to someone else who then tried to resell it to me. They're like, we won that auction. Do you want it? You can have it for X hundreds of dollars. I was like, no. And then they held on to it for a while, and then they eventually abandoned it. And then I got it.
Brad says, quote, I am doing something with it. I'm keeping you from having it, and that is something, unquote.
Well, I'm not that petty. It is legitimately serving a business function, even though this Yahoo doesn't believe it is. It actually really is. Because people get my name wrong all the time. I want them to find me. Anyway, you get it.
And make a funny joke about it. It's like, hey, it's wrong, but here's a funny graphic, and then this is where you go, and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It doesn't really sound like that. I kind of glorified that a bit, but there you go.
You got the gist of it.
Yeah. There you have it.
Anyway.
Should I bring back up, let's see if I can get up Mama's Sweet Bits again once more.
That's the way the internet works, people.
That's right. That's right.
Grab your domain names.
Grab them. Grab them often. So if you're interested in some really good stuff by way of really great baked goods, she makes incredible breads, incredible preserves, and that of jams and apple butter. Her apple butter is amazing. Definitely go see April over at Mama April's Sweet Bits. And then I'll point that over here. Of course, now it doesn't get me over there. Let me go back over here and boom, and then and then I got to point to the other one. It was working before. It should work now. And there it is. So yeah, she's selling wreaths, and she's selling other things as well. As you can see, she's selling Easter egg baskets. So you can go look her up at Mama April's Sweet Bits over on Facebook. There you go.
Excellent.
The old shameless plug working again.
I'll be streaming on Monday on All Things YouTube
At 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, and I'll be around the interwebs somewhere doing the Creators 30 challenge, and I will be busy.
You got your daily show every morning on
Monday through Friday.
Monday to Friday at what, 8:45 is it?
8:15.
8:15. See, I was off by a half hour. 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific.
The idea is to go no more than 8:30 so I can make the thumbnail and get it posted before I start work at 9.
Rich Haas looked it up earlier. It took him to a totally different site.
Now, if you go to here, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
http:// Jeez, my mind is mush. The misspelling of my domain name is now in the chat, and you'll get to see the funny that happened.
Let me try bringing it up on my screen so I can get the funny too.
Okay.
There it is. There it be.
Oh, people can't find April's page. They're asking for the URL.
Okay, so the URL it's on Facebook. I'll go back to her actual.
It's best just to drop the link.
Yeah, I'll do that. And thank you, Rich, for putting that up there. It's Mama April's Sweet Bits, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put up the link to her page up here.
Oh, it's not up. It's not S. It's not plural. Mama April Sweet Bits.
Right, Mama April Sweet Bits.
I thought it was S. April's.
Yeah.
See, this is the tricky parts of the interwebs, people.
Tricky. It's tricky. So let me get that copied. Let me go over here. Hopefully there's not any cross on the audio. I'm not even going to bring that graphic up. Hang on a sec. Let's do this. Hi. And this is what we're talking about. And then
there it is.
There it is.
Oh, it is April's with an S.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, the hyphens. That's what's
hyphens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plenty o hyphens.
Plenty o hyphens. And then, of course, I'll bring it up. Brad says, but the Sweet Bits that I found has nothing to do with baked goods. And Rich says, see, that was the joke. There you go. There it is. There it is. Right. Let me bring that URL up once more. Mama April Sweet Bits over on Facebook. Her stuff is incredible. I highly recommend it. And, you can find out more, and there's ways to reach out to April directly on her Facebook page. So definitely do so. And of course, Jamie says, you dirty bird. And there you go.
I didn't get the joke, but
I did. Yeah. Anywho, outside of Saturday and the craziness of Saturday, what's Sunday looking like?
I'll probably finish the studio as much as I can. So Sunday's gonna all be studio day. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Well, there you go.
Since I got lawn care, and then Costco,
Hershey.
free food at Hershey Park, and then a hockey game.
And then studio. So we got 5 things going on this weekend.
Yep.
Awesome.
Should be always something exciting.
Always. Absolutely awesome for sure. And as far as me, I'm trying to get ready for the week up ahead. There's a couple of other business things I have to take care of this weekend, and then I should be good. And perhaps some time with incredible baker and preserve maker. I'll be looking forward to that too.
And if you see me out and about, compliment me on my new pants.
Yes, compliment Matt on his new pants. That is very important. Brad says, "Hey Matt, what team do you go see?"
It's not the Bears. It's the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Yes, I go Hershey Bears is where I'm going to this week. I don't always see the Hershey Bears. There's other teams I see as well. This
Rich Haas has a question. Your brother says, "Oh, and what will you be listening to whilst cabling, Matt?"
80s hair bands, of course.
That'd be Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes. Sunday night at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, over on Mixcloud.
I found on the piano that I'm going to try and do. Now, this is a milestone. Before I sign off, I have to share this with the VF Talks audience. Now, when I play songs on the piano, I have an app that has the songs, and it kind of tells you if you hit the right note. What I'm going to do next is not on that app, because I'm going to try and do it right off of sheet music. This is year 3 in my piano journey, and this song is so good on the piano. AC/DC is the band.
Oh, man.
I'm going to do an AC/DC song on the piano, and it is going to go nuts. Let me call up the sheet music, and I'll give you a little flavor of it.
Your brother has his tight pants on, by the way.
Shoot to Thrill.
Shoot the Thrill.
Shoot to Thrill. It is nutso. Yeah. I don't think you'll get dinged if it's just piano music. Can I play a little bit of it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Let's see how this is. Could you see me doing this?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Here it goes. Now, to pull this off, I will have to play with left hand, right hand, record it, then go back and play the guitar over top of it. What? Piano and guitar?
This is next level for you, Matt. This is like next level, but I think you've graduated and you're ready for this.
I'm getting psyched. I'm getting psyched about it.
I'm psyched for you, man.
And I still haven't produced Light My Fire from the Doors, which I'm about ready to pull off.
Vibes is going to be doing some AC/DC on the Sunday show then.
Oh, yeah. Put me down for Shoot to Thrill.
Yeah.
For sure.
So again, Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes, Sunday nights at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, over on Mixcloud.
I think that's the perfect song, Shoot to Thrill.
Shoot the Thrill.
It goes up to 11 and just stays there the entire song. Shoot the Thrill. 2 many women, 2 many thrills. It just goes. I don't know. I like it.
I love it. I more than like it. I love it. That's awesome.
This is going to be hard to pull off. I'm going to have to channel all of my talents and skills. And I could never do it live because I don't have enough hands. You need 3 hands to play it.
3-handed. Here is the website for Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes, mixcloud.com/Rich Vibes. That's mixcloud.com/RICHVYBZ. Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, not to string anyone along, this would be weeks away, probably 2 months till you see me do Shoot the Thrill. Like, that's the level of effort I'm going to need for it. So, but it will happen. It just won't be quick.
Faux show. I might as well, since I've given a lot of plugs, I might as well talk about the MS Walk one more time. Let me do that. Just a reminder that, I lost a graphic. Okay, hang on a sec. Let's go. Oh, boy.
AC/DC broke the stream.
It did. It absolutely did. Hang on a sec. I'm going to get back over to, not that.
Incriminating on your,
Yeah, I got to get rid of that. Okay, good.
John's life is an open book. You don't.
It is an open book for sure. All right, hang on a second. Go back to cameras. And I'll move this over here. I don't think there was anything incriminating. No, there's not. Okay, that's fine. Hang on a second.
I'm gonna play Shoot to Thrill some more. Tell me when to stop when you have it.
Have it. I have it. There it is. So again, I am taking part in the Walk MS Media 2022 on April 23rd, and I'll be at 10 a.m. But if you're interested in donating money to this, and I'll now go to the right panel here. It's rebrand.ly/adventure to a cure. Rebrand.ly/adventure to a cure. It's something that has been part of my life for the last 16 months, but quite frankly, the last 11 years. So if you have an opportunity to donate or just learn more about the National MS Society, go to nationalmssociety.org, or you can go to my page, rebrand.ly/adventure to a cure. There was that. I don't think I had anything incriminating up there. Wait. Marathon, tax, that's fine. Appointments, all that stuff. All right. Put a giant bow on this, you think?
Yep.
All right. Matt, as always, thank you for jumping on tonight, as always. And I'm looking forward to Thursday night with a certain person that bears your resemblance on episode 4.20 of The Venture Forward. You have a great weekend, Matt.
I will deliver. Thanks for putting up with me. Have a good night, everyone.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, man. Take care. I love you, bro. Bye. Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Haas. And I'll go back over here and talk about what's coming up next week. We kind of alluded to it before, but we're going to talk about it once more, in the sense that on Tuesday night, we're going to talk about the next infusion of Oservis. That will be basically half the story on Tuesday. Tuesday will also be 2 years of not gambling, so we're going to talk about both topics on Tuesday night's show. It's going to be a very, very interesting and heartfelt show, because I'll talk about the gambling story, but I'll also talk about the multiple sclerosis story on Tuesday. And then Thursday, as I come back from said Oservis infusion, we'll have a special guest host in that of Matt Haas about how not to give a flip. And it's going to be a very good talk, because more times than not, we get so pre-consumed with our thoughts that we keep on rolling and rolling and rolling in them. And if we find ways not to give a flip, his words, it'll be definitely good information for us to know. And then 1 week from tonight, we'll do another episode of VF Talks, as we always do, where we talk about anything and everything with all of you and Matt Haas and Paul Burke and this incredible community. It definitely is the fun part of the week. I look forward to it every single week, as I look forward to doing that with you every single week too. So the 2 episodes of Venture, Tuesday night, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and then VF Talks 1 week from tonight, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. But until then, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward in VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for the next episode of The Venture Forward. Take care of yourselves. I love you all, and fly be free.